I did my full face first, and I actually did my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Chocolate, and it may look super crazy right now, but I'm telling you, it will pull it all together at the end. That's the thing with brows, you've got to keep in mind that at the end of the look, they will not look super dramatic and crazy, I promise, if you did them right. So first we're going to go in with the Urban Decay Naked3 palette, and we are going to use the color Limit, which is a great transition shade in here. It's a very pink transition shade, and I'm going in with the Sigma brush, E40 tapered blending brush. I'm really just going to put this all over the lid, into the crease. We want to make that pink kind of up towards the crease area, and then starting with the darker colors later. Then taking the color Dark Side from the same palette, you want to use a brush that is pretty long, and the bristles should be pretty close together, so pretty tapered, I guess I'm trying to say. Basically pretty long and slender. So you're going to take Dark Side right into the crease. The first time I apply it, I just kind of want to blend it out into the area that I want, and then the second time I go in, I'm going to go in with more color and make it deeper and darker. So you want to kind of get it blown out at first, and then go in and make it darker and darker accordingly, and as you blow it out, when you go back in with it, you can kind of apply it more precisely and make it look well. Then we're just going to go in with that blending brush again, and I really think it's important that you go in with the blending brush you went in with the transition color with no additional product. After you're applying these dark colors, or any colors really, it's great to keep in mind if you go back in with a brush with no additional product and blend everything out, it's going to give you more of a blown out look effect. So I went back in with the Sigma E40 brush, and I just wanted to go ahead and blend everything out, and you're going to see me do this throughout the entire tutorial. Back in with more Dark Side, and then more blending. If you're counting at home, that's 3 times total so far. Next, we're going to go in with a beautiful pigment from Makeup Geek called Afterglow. It is a little bit more gold toned. I was looking for silver, but this one just packs the punch, so I had to use it. I take a shader brush, put some Fix Plus on it so I can get it nice and gooey, dip it into the Afterglow pigment, and it's going to help keep it on your lid and also help deepen that color up and really make it stand out. So we're going to put it all over the lid, just staying right under the crease, and just keep patting away. I always like to make sure my pigment's dry before going in with more of the eye look, so we're going to move on to the face. I'm going to be using this bronzer, Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced in medium deep, and my NARS Ita brush. We're going to go and start contouring, which is my absolute favorite part. And for this look, we are really going to do a really deep contour because contours are freaking sexy, and it's Valentine's Day, so why wouldn't you want to be sexy? I really took it pretty far down on my face, and honestly, this is probably one of my favorite contours I've ever done, so I'm going to continue doing that. You start with the brush horizontally like this, and you go right underneath that bone on your cheeks, and then you're going to start vertically pushing it up and down to kind of just fade out that line some more. You just want to wiggle it all the way around, working upward so that you start getting that fade for the contour. Taking this Morphe M556 brush with more Chocolate Soleil, and we're just going around our face with it. I'm also going to take this right above that contour line that we made and just try and make this a little bit more bronzed up there and fade just a little bit better. Then we're going to go in with this blush from NARS called Sex Fantasy and a Morphe M405 brush. NARS has some pretty wacky names for their blushes, so don't judge. And basically, no matter how much I put blush on, it doesn't stay on my face, so you'll see at the end of the look, even though I'm putting it on and on and on, it like just wears off. I have no idea why. Then I'm going to go in with this Colourpop Cosmetics highlighter that is very disgusting smelling. I don't know, I've never noticed that before about it. And I'm going to go in with my tapered highlighting brush from Sigma that I always use, and we're going to put this right on the tops and high points of the face. This is a very pink blush, which is not blush, highlighter, which is really, really pretty for this look. Basically, the Colourpop Cosmetics stuff is really hard to apply with brushes, so I go in with my fingers with it first and tap it on my face, and then use the brush to kind of blend it out. That's how I found it best was applied. Then Deja Vu, we're going back in with Dark Side with the same brush, and we're doing the same thing again. We really kind of want to blend out that pigment, the line that the pigment creates when putting it on, between that and the work that we've already done. So we're just going to do the same thing again, and I'm really going to darken it up this time. And here I am, as promised, blending my little heart away. Now I'm going in with a MAC 217 brush and this Makeup Geek eyeshadow called Cupcake, and we are going to put this right above that gray dark side color. I want to fade it out into this pink color because it is Valentine's Day. I'm trying to get like a pinkish look. So we're going to put it right above that, really focusing on blending that gray out into the pink. And I felt I was losing some of that dark deepness that we had added, so I go back in, no additional product. I'm just trying to maybe blend some of that gray that's left on the brush back into the crease. And I mean, who doesn't want a wing on Valentine's Day? So I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques silicone liner brush and the Mica Beauty black gel liner. And I'm going to start on my wing. And this was really hard to get on camera because I really wanted it to be awesome and precise. So I had to get as close to the mirror as possible. But I did want to show you kind of how I do it, as I always do. I pull it out from the bottom, out into the wing, and then from that far end of the wing, I pull it basically all the way in into the inner corner, and I work in very small like spots. So I'll work on the very outer part and I fill that in, and then I go towards the inner, and then I fill that in. Just take your time with it. It really does take practice. And if you're bored one night at home, nothing to do, just put on some gel liner. I'm not kidding. It will make your whole liner game more strong. Now take any black pencil, eyeliner pencil, and you're going to start doing your waterline. I take my time because my eyes can water, so I really want to make sure that that sticks. I also do my tight lining with this as well, but I don't put it on camera and show you because honestly it grosses me out since you're doing the top of your lid. And I just close my eyes and I basically like run the pencil all up on the top as far as I can get. That's kind of how I do my tight lining. Now taking Cupcake again on the MAC 217 brush, we're going to run this along the bottom of the lower lash line. Do not be afraid, again, of really smoking this out. That's what we want. So I just keep going in and just keep blending everything out. It's going to take some of that black from the pencil and also smoke it out with the pink, which makes this really cool color that looks really blended and awesome. Then I'm going to go in with some black because I wanted it to be deeper, and I run this basically halfway to 3/4 along the lower lash line, not in the inner corner, but I just want to deepen it up. And so I put the black in there with a pretty short, dense pencil kind of brush, and then I'm going to go back in with the MAC 217 brush with some Cupcake again, and I'm going to smoke out that black. So you want to lay a good transition base on your lower lash line with a lighter shade, go in with a darker shade, and then go back in with a lighter shade and blow it out. For the rest of my face, I didn't want to use that pink highlighting shade, so I'm taking Pearl from Becca Cosmetics, and I'm running that along the rest of my face, the rest of the high points of my face at least, which is pretty much my whole face because I'm obsessed with highlighter. Spoiler alert. I'm also taking Pearl on this pencil brush and putting it underneath my eyebrows and in the inner corners of my eyes, which I almost do in every tutorial. I then go in with some mascara on my top lashes, and I am then going to apply my Demi Wispies by Ardell, which are my favorite lashes at the current moment, just because they feel so lightweight. I can't even get that across as much because it really is so lightweight on your eyes. You don't even know you're wearing lashes. And I didn't want this to be an overpowering lash look because, let's be honest, guys, I don't know if guys really enjoy that. That's more for our tastes. So we just want it to look flirty and sexy for Valentine's Day, and that's kind of what I'm trying to go for here. Then I'm going to coat my bottom lashes with mascara, and if you're wondering, I'm using the It Cosmetics mascara. Now for the showstopper of this entire look, I'm first going in with just this pink Milani lip liner, and I'm just going to line my lips as best as possible. And then I'm going to go in with this MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. I had no idea at this moment how amazing this was going to be, and then I start applying it, and then I realize how amazing this is going to be. I'm actually writing a whole blog post on this lip color. I love it so very much. You cannot feel it on your lips at all, and it's matte, and it will stay. It definitely stays, and it's matte, and doesn't transfer. So it's like basically everything you want in a lip color. And I don't even like lip colors that much, and I love this. And here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy and you have an amazing Valentine's Day.